Hey, this is Remmington with Amarillo Land Service. I wanted to talk a little bit about these Rainbird 5004s. So these are single stream rotors. Where we use these at is where we have the distance to utilize them, so around 30 feet. And what makes these great is they're putting out about ½ an inch an hour. So like the R bands that we use, and sometimes we'll integrate those together, they're putting water out really slow and allowing that water to infiltrate. So typically here in Amarillo, a good summertime run, I'm talking June, July, August, is about an hour. And that's a good starting point. You might need to add, you might need to take away. But our end goal is to get about 1.5 to 2 inches onto this fescue per week. Now that's going to change when we get those 110-degree weeks or high winds, but that's kind of the expectation out of these. Another style we have is the Rainbird R band. So similar to those single stream rotors, these are putting about 0.5 to 0.6 inches per hour out. You can get a smaller distance, 8 to 24 feet. There's a few different nozzles in that. We really like these in sloped areas or an area where runoff is going to be prone to that. And so these really turn out to be a great head. They slow that water down, very efficient. Just a great nozzle to have in the toolbox. Okay, here's one of the final nozzles we use. This is just a Rainbird band nozzle. This one in particular is the He-Van high efficiency. So it just puts water out in a bigger droplet, a little bit nicer nozzle. These work great. Now these are putting out about 3 inches an hour. So typically in the summertime, you're gonna wanna run 15 to 20 minutes tops. These are very different from the single stream rotor or those R bands. Okay, another style we have is drip irrigation. So we'll utilize this in our beds, and it's a state requirement. If your parkway, that's your sidewalk to curb, is less than 48 inches, you'll have drip there as well. So it's kind of hard to see. You're not going to notice this running. This zone is running right now. We've pulled this area away so you can see. Usually this is covered in mulch, but it's not putting out a lot of water. So this puts out 0.9 gallons per hour. So we'll run these about 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. We snake this through and accommodate the plants. Here we'll have this a little bit tighter, a little bit closer, so it gets a little more water. But this is a pretty typical install for your drip irrigation. And the best way, every bed's a little bit different, so if you want to know you got enough water, you can come out here and just check. And you can check and see how wet that is. And that'll tell you if you need to up this time or maybe add another day of run. So that's a way to let you know if this is getting enough water.